Ripple's Cory Johnson considers Swift as xCurrent's biggest competitor. In a recent interview with Bazinga in Tech Focus, Ripple's chief market strategist, Cory Johnson, discussed the test cases of Ripple and its biggest competitor Swift. While discussing the test cases of Ripple, Cory mentioned that it is really expensive and hard to move money across borders. Also, it is harder for a small business to get involved across the border due to excess charges, which in turn reduce their profit. He mentioned that there are many banks who are already tied up with Ripple and the customers of these banks want to move their money fast with fewer charges. In this scenario, he said, the banks recognize that they can lower their costs to customers in the market share, which leads them to buy Apple's software. Further, he mentioned about Ripple's biggest competitor of their xCurrent product, Swift, an international banking consortium. Swift has a rate that sends up to 600 basis points. He said, imagine you send money from one country to another. You don't know if it got there, you don't know where along the way the information got lost, and they never send you any information back at the moment that you send it. You have got to kind of wait days and days to receive back or even acknowledgement of a problem. That was the state of the art until Ripple entered the marketplace. According to Cory, Ripple customers are getting the details of what is happening with their money transfers instantaneously through their software products in ways they have not seen before. A year ago, Ripple was signing only one new customer every 6 weeks. However, now they're signing one every 6 days, and Cory considers this a dramatic difference. He also added, I think there will be a day when the banks who are using our software are so happy that they're getting the accuracy they want, they're getting this incredible speed.
Ripple, XRP, or Swift, which of the two should be the adopted solution? There are plenty of reasons to understand Swift is nothing but an archaic platform that is actually out of date. In fact, with all of the blockchain-based solutions in existence, we have the perfect example of how cross-border payments should look like and function. And this is particularly important considering the fact that we're living in times where the need of transacting from one currency to another is more than evident, and so it is that the current solution is no longer useful. The Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, SWIFT, was created back in 1973 in Brussels, Belgium, with the intention of serving as a platform to assist cross-border transactions and the exchange of currencies between different banks. Truth to be told, this is a method that used to function back then, but in light of the present conditions, it is no longer the best. In fact, it hasn't changed that much since 1973, and this undoubtedly represents a significant concern for those who need to transact in different currencies or banks. In this matter, Ripple, XRP, is one of the blockchain-based solutions that has sounded the most to be the perfect candidate to replace Swift. Let's see the main issues that the current platform hasn't been able to solve and how Ripple, XRP, can resolve them with ease. Swift inefficiencies. During the last couple of years, Swift processes have notably demonstrated to be highly inefficient, and proof of that is the costs and the slowness that their transactions can incur in. In fact, recent declarations of an international business owner asseverate that Swift hasn't changed at all in the last 25 years. Owen is a businessman who owns a company that imports fashion accessories from Australia and China and sell them to different countries around the world. He has been working for the last 25 years in the business, and because of the movement that its merchandise has, he usually needs to either receive or make payments in foreign currencies to complete a sale, and this without taking into account his great enthusiasm for traveling and the relations he has with countries such as Austria, where his daughter lives. In a recent email, Owen decided to tell everything about his frustrations with the current conditions of cross-border transactions by enlisting 4 cases of his most disappointing experiences in a message he sent to the owner of a YouTube channel named Esoteric Trading Solutions teaching crypto markets. Like this, the influencer uploaded a video in which she speaks about the 4 cases and the way she thinks this may be resolved. The issues treated in the video and email are the following. Case 1. Owen made a USD transfer from his HSBC account in the USA to another HSBC account in China, but even when the operation involved the same currency and bank, still transaction lasted 4 business days. Case 2, a transfer made from Australia to Switzerland with the same currency, AUD. Besides lasting 4 days as well, it also took 5% of commission for an exchange fee of conversion that the bank applied to transform AUD to CHF and then back to AUD in the Swiss account. After complaining, Owen received his money back, but 2 weeks later. Case 3, a third experience involved a high amount of USD sent to China on an HSBC transfer. In this case, the platform didn't allow to put the full name of the account holder because it was too long, but Owen sends it anyway because only a letter was missing at the end. As a result, the payment was rejected, and the funds were retained for 5 business days, during which the bank used them as wanted. Transactions lasted then 9 days, rejected transfer plus accepted transfer. Case 4, a transfer from New Zealand to Australia from the same bank but different currencies took 7 days even to give Owen the possibility of making the online transaction, and then 4 days more in order to make the transfer, and the worst of all is that they converted the funds with a very different rate than the actual. Ripple Solutions through xRapid. Ripple carries its XRP token to source liquidity and provide a solution for all of the current problems that the financial sector has proven to have. In fact, a transaction only takes 3 seconds to complete, no matter the destination of the funds or the origins, and additionally, it charges almost 0 fees per transaction. Ripple Labs has associated already with at least 100 bank institutions to collaborate with solutions that improve the current conditions. However, the sector is still a little bit reluctant about adopting xRapid as a solution to the issue. When will the sector realize that Ripple, XRP, represents the best alternative remains a question, but as we all conclude, it's for sure the best alternative to SWIFT right now.